Let's turn to cannabis, medicinal cannabis, and suppliers of it are defiant despite a spate of recent arrests saying they'll carry on growing and making their products for the people who need them. At least 5 suppliers dubbed green fairies have been arrested in the last 6 months, cutting off hundreds of people who were using their product to relieve chronic pain, the side effects of chemotherapy and other conditions. Kate Newton went looking for the fairies at the bottom of the garden to find out why they continue despite the risk.
I'm scared to death. I am scared to death that I will be arrested. I have a policeman that lives 3 doors down from me, so I don't grow.
Word spreads quickly in the Green Fairy network, and Tracy Wood is fully aware of her fellow suppliers' arrests. She says other compassionate suppliers are having trouble filling the gap the arrests have made.
Each area has a green fairy somewhere, and we're all doing what we can, but because of the time of the year, we can only do so much because we all have our own people that we look after.
The government is due to introduce a bill to Parliament next week, which would make medicinal cannabis available to people who are dying or in chronic pain. Another green fairy, Paul, says any change is welcome, but he'll continue doing what he's doing no matter whether the new legislation covers the existing cottage industry.
As far as I'm concerned, the job I'm doing has to be done regardless of the law. But yeah, I get probably more pissed off that it's happening because, you know, the law can use their discretion, well, supposedly so, but they don't seem to be doing it.
The recent arrests haven't put him off, even though he's been busted by the police before.
When they've come, the heart rate hasn't gone up, the sphincter hasn't sphinctered. I just said, oh shit, these guys again.
The reason Paul takes the risk is simple. He has something he believes can help people.
They'll ring up and say, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, you've done so. It's a very humbling experience.
The coordinator of Medical Cannabis Awareness NZ, Shane LeBrun, says compassionate suppliers concentrate on growing cannabis strains with high levels of cannabidiol, a chemical that, according to growing evidence, is effective for treating a range of medical conditions. He says many charge a discounted price or only accept koha.
Some of them even give it away for free. And so they're taking quite a lot of risks themselves, the compassionate suppliers or the green fairies. So the patient community views them as heroes. The modern-day Robin Hoods, because they are risking a lot to help people who are just poorly serviced by the legal options.
Nelson lawyer Sue Gray is representing 3 of the people who've been charged. The medicinal cannabis activist Rose Renton, a supplier from Christchurch, and greymouth man John Patrick, who supplied his balm to hundreds of people, including trade unionist Helen Kelly, before she died last year. Ms Gray says there's no question that John Patrick and the other green fairies she's representing are acting altruistically.
He's found a product that helps people, and I think we all feel the same. With knowledge comes responsibility, and if you know that something can provide so much benefit to so many people, it's very difficult to not do it. And so you're torn between the law on the one hand and the ethics on the other hand.
She says very few people are able to afford the handful of legal cannabis products, and the arrests have been a disaster for them.
The green net fairies were just filling this massive gap, but with them pretty much out of action, it's either an open slather for the sort of real black market who are not so altruistic, or people are being forced to go back to opioids and other pharmaceuticals with all the side effects of those.
Ms Gray says with a jury trial still up to a year away, John Patrick is out of action indefinitely. A spokesperson for the Health Minister, David Clark, wouldn't confirm ahead of time whether next week's bill would cover compassionate suppliers. Mō te hōtaka o te ahi nei, ko Kate Newton aho.